in the freaky hell is going on here? I don't know what's going on, but Julia Fox, I tell you, she is just dropping all the tea and giving all of it to us. Like we ain't even asked for none of this stuff, and she giving us tea that we ain't asked for. Boy, oh boy, Kanye, you really know how to pick them. Mm-hmm. Cause Kanye's new boo that he done booed up with, she is a piece of work, I tell you. Julia Fox is talking about her past on this uncut. She went on this uncut gems podcast ran by a guy named Alex Cooper. Shout out to Alex Cooper. So Julia Fox is talking all the details, all the details about her past. So we're gonna get into this, and I mean, like, it's a lot, y'all. When I say it's a lot. I mean, whew, it's a lot. Like y'all ain't gonna believe this. You are not gonna believe the stuff. I'm telling you. So now let's get all up into this. We're gonna spill the damn tea, okay? You ready? Now let's get into this. Okay. Long before Julia Fox became known as Kanye West's new girlfriend, she was living the fast life in New York City, which is my hometown. So I already know, like, okay, I know what goes down in my backyard. Okay. I know it's very fast paced. It is wild and crazy. You could see anything and everything in New York City. It's the place that does not sleep. And that's correct. When they say it's the city that never sleeps, that is 100% true. There is always something popping off in New York. You could always find yourself something to get into. sometimes, sometimes a little risque, something that you can get into, something that you can't tell your mama about. But, but it's okay, y'all. Let's get into this. In a new podcast interview, the Uncut Gems actress opened up about her past run ins with the law. Excuse me? Like the law, drug overdoses, girl, and her entrance into being a dominatrix. Oh, well, okay, girl, honey, child. Me and you could sit down and have some talks. I might reach out to her agent and have her have a conversation with me because we could share some notes, girl. So call her daddy host, Alex Cooper. This is his podcast. In an episode that dropped late Tuesday, that is okay, recalled a time where she was in need of money and came across the adult section on Craigslist. Okay, yeah, I know about that. She said she wasn't comfortable to have any clapping of the cheeks with a stranger, but was enticed by an ad for a dominatrix position that paid up to $1,000 a day and involved absolutely no nudity. Ooh, all right, no nudity. I went and I met up with this really kind of insane looking white guy with this long black trench coat on. He had me write a sadistic fantasy off the top of my head. I did, and he loved it. He hired me on the spot. I was just naturally good at it. This is what the 32-year-old Fox is saying. Okay. Being a dominatrix is similar to a stripper. Girl, how is this similar to a stripper? Hold up. A stripper takes their damn clothes off, okay? They got to work a pole. Like, I don't know how she's saying being a dominatrix is similar. Okay, this is what a stripper does, okay? We, we, okay, that's what a stripper do. Now, it's totally different, but now that's making me question her right here. How is it similar? At the time, her new source of income took place at what was called a dungeon. Okay, here's the thing. When you are a stripper, you go where? A strip club. Club When you are a dominatrix, you go to a what? Dungeon. Where's the similarities? Okay, when you're a stripper, you are standing on a stage and you're shaking your tail feather as people drop coins on you, money on you, right? To shake your tail feather. Okay, when you're a dominatrix, you ain't doing none of that. I mean, honestly, you're not. you know, like honestly, you ain't doing any of that ish. Okay, let me just hit. So you're not doing any of that as a stripper. So I don't know how Miss Julia Fox is comparing a stripper to a dominatrix. Because when you're a stripper, you're on the stage and a bunch of men ogle you and give you money. And you have to dance and take all your clothes off. When you're a dominatrix, you keep your clothes on. You control the narrative. You don't dance to no music. You ain't got to take your clothes off. You don't even have to treat the man nice. So I mean, there is no similarities to it. Girl, what the F is you talking about? Now it's making me question is you really was a dominatrix or not? Because right off the bat, the fact that you comparing being a stripper to a dominatrix is like, girl, bye. I can't relate to what nothing you're saying right there on that part. Okay, and she says her new source of income took place at what she called a dungeon, and it ended up providing her with her first acting experience. Okay, that I can relate to because you do have to put on these different roles. You play mama, nurse, you play doctor, you play, all kinds of, mistress and goddess and all of those roles. So, okay, yeah. There's a few in Manhattan, true they are, and other parts of New York, true that's true, as well, and it's legal, true. You go downstairs, it's a basement, well, some are downstairs and some are upstairs. And there be all these different rooms, theme rooms. They're called theme rooms. Okay, you have a medical room. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. There was a medical room for a nurse, Doctor Fantasy. There was a torture room. Okay, that is corporal punishment. Another type of chamber, a cross-dressing chamber. Some call it sissification. A school room. Okay, because some people are into seeing a strict teacher that gets punished and spanked for being bad in class for any type of fantasy. It's really like role playing. Duh, it is role playing. It's like acting. Duh, true. When people say, how did you get your start in acting? It's really like the dungeon because I would have to improv. That is true multiple times a day on a very short notice. Girl, that is so mother flipping true. You have to do this on the fly. Like somebody comes in and you have to like, okay, he gives you a couple little like hints of what he's into, and you have to run with that and come up with a whole fantasy and scenario that pleases him so he can tip you well along with your regular price that you got to charge. Okay, and thankfully though I did that for a while, but then I switched to being online because online is just as profitable, if not sometimes more profitable than doing it in person. And sometimes look, honey girl do not want to sit in no damn 6-inch heels and leather all gosh darn day in the summertime. But hey, let me hush my mouth. Okay. So Julia confirmed she never had, relations as a dominatrix. Of course not. Look, when it comes to dominatrix, we're not supposed to put out. That ain't our job. Okay, our job isn't to put out. So yeah, she confirmed she never got laid as a dominatrix. Instead, there was definitely a lot of verbal communication, that's true, and tease and denial used. She said it helped her to explore her own sexuality. They could kiss my feet. I could smother them. Maybe sit on their face with my panties on. But they will never ever be good enough for my vajayjay. Girl, who are you telling? That's very important, she said. That is true. Fox's fast life in New York City also landed her in some trouble with the law. She said she first started experimenting with, Mary Jane in the sixth and seventh grade. Girl, you kind of young for all of that. She tried heroin for her first time in high school and described her drug use as at the time as private. Girl, who heroin? That is just way too young. Jeez, girl, you have had lived. Mama has lived. I was doing it in secret, and I would put it in a blunt that I would smoke to the face. Oh, she is one of those type of chicks. Oh, okay. She's like talking about smoking it to the face, y'all. Okay, she is talking about smoking a blunt to the face. Miss Julia Fox. Oh, you's a little bit of you got a little bit of urban up in you. Okay, so she is admitting to trying heroin for the first time in high school and described her drug use as a time as private. Like, girl, who does heroin in high school? Ooh, you have living a fast life, girl. I didn't know I was playing with fire. It's a miracle. I haven't done it in a very, very long time. I highly don't recommend it. Fox says she still smokes Mary Jane to this day. But after a good friend of hers OD'd in 2019 from heroin, she doesn't even have a thought about using again. Kanye West's new girlfriend went on to reveal she previously OD'd on drugs more than once. Damn, girl, what the hell? Where did he find her at? So she was a former dominatrix, was doing drugs, and by the time she was in middle school, by the time she was high school, heroin. What is going on? Where did she find what? Oh, child. Scandalous. Mm. There's been a few, she says. Okay, she has previously overdosed on drugs more than once, describing those incidents as her rock bottom points. There's been a few, but the last one, that's really bad. It was really a bad one. It was on my birthday, and it was really sad because my sister was there, and she was sober, and the whole party was ruined. I literally fell over in front of the whole entire party. That was a very awakening moment. Fox recalls. She did not say what year that happened, though. It ended up being a probation officer that helped Fox kick her habit, she said. The actress recalled being indicted for grand larceny with a friend. She said she can't even remember the specific details, such as what the federal court she was convicted in, because at the time she either missed court appearances or showed up so high on ecstasy from the night before. I was actually on probation for like 3 years, and that really saved my life because for the first time, it's like I'm grounded. I remember my first drug test on probation came back positive for Mary Jane, and it was like this big thing. Am I going to prison for a year? What is my probation officer going to do? She gave me some really intense drug program. That's what she did for me. Y'all, do you believe this? Woo child, do you hear all of this mess that's going on? Hey, Pillow Talk with Base, how you doing? This is the most wildest story I've ever heard. Homegirl needs to write a book. I'm not fronting. Look, I'm being honest with y'all. I would 100% read a book about Julia Fox's life because the amount that she's given me in this podcast, I'm like, whoa, she is worth reading a book on. From being, the drug use, the dominatrix, the clients, her time dating Drake, her time now dating Kanye, and there's so much other more details that are coming out about her and her situation. Oh boy. West and Fox first made headlines late last year after they met in Miami on New Year's Eve. In a short excerpt she wrote for the interview, she's since been described as his muse. His energy is so fun to be around. He had me and my friends laughing, dancing, and smiling all night. We decided to keep the energy going and fly back to New York City to see Slave Play. Mm, Slave Play. I don't even. Ooh, okay, whatever. West ex Kim Kardashian filed for divorce last February, according to outlets, the actress is rebounding from her split with her husband, Peter. The two welcomed a baby in 2021. So it looks like both of them are like kind of like rebounding with each other. That's what it is. Okay. That's what is going on. They're like rebounding. All right. So before the Uncut Gems actress, Julia Fox worked in Hollywood, she said she was a dominatrix working in Manhattan. So Fox, who is 32 years old, told the host Alex Cooper that details of the work she used to do to support herself financially. Fox started working at a ex dungeon after she turned 16 years old. Like, girl, how is that even possible? After she turned 16, so you were what, 16, what, 17 years old, 16, 17, working at a dungeon? Don't they require IDs and all? Oh, okay, different time though, different time period. She said, adding that it was her first experience with acting and a way to explore her sexuality. According to Fox, the dungeon clients paid her $250 an hour to role play as a nurse dominating a doctor. 250? Yeah, that's about right. That is the base that like that's like starting salary for one. Like if you're new with no experience now, if you like have more experience, then you're probably making about $500 per hour. And for like the really high end ones, they're making like yeah, about $7 to $1,000. Yeah. Okay. So she was making 250 an hour, playing a nurse, dominating a doctor. Sometimes clients would ask Fox to torture them. She said on the podcast, she said she never got laid with any of them clients, but the experience gave her a chance to try acting. When people ask how did I get my start in acting? I'm like at the dungeon because I would have to improv multiple times a day on very short notice. Fox also said dominatrix work allowed her to explore her sexuality for the very first time. Before she worked at the dungeon, Fox said it felt like her sexuality was used against her and was something to be guarded and protected. But her work as a dominatrix made her more aware of her own desires, and that is correct. It will make you more aware of everything. In this very controlled environment, I was also able to explore my own, she said about her former job. She said she'd be in the middle of a session with a client and would realize how certain fantasies turned her on. Fox, who recently made headlines for relationship Kanye also talked about foursomes, talking about drugs as a teenager in the podcast interview as well. Y'all, what is y'all thinking? What do y'all think about all of this that, she is coming out with? Like, isn't it a lot? Or is it just me? Julia Fox said, she's saying Julia Fox is a die-hard Kim Kardashian fan. Ooh, okay. Julia Fox and her never-ending connections to Kim Kardashian has yet again seen considerable new developments. Okay. Yet again, another new connection was discovered. Interestingly, Fox is currently dating Kim's estranged husband, who had admitted her obsession with the Skims founder in past interviews and podcasts. So Julia is kind of obsessed with Kim Kardashian, which kind of is kind of great because that means her and Kanye got a lot in common because he seems a little bit obsessed with Kim Kardashian. So they got a lot to talk about. So Julia had been on OG Kim Kardashian stan. Okay, she's been a fan for a long time, who regularly shared her Instagram stories and often shared updates on Kim's life. It's like you are happy for them when something good happens to them. This is what she once remarked about the Kardashians. Fox even raised eyebrows with her Barbie themed photo shoot with Pete Davidson surfaced on the internet shortly after her date with Kanye West. Pete Davidson is currently, damn Pete, you've been passed around like a peanut butter sandwich. Oh my gosh, they done passed Pete around like a Lucy cigarette in jail. He has been passed around. You want to hit a Pete Davis? I passed. You know, the tip seems a little wet. It's been around. No thanks. Oh my gosh, too much. Oh jeez, Raven. Fox even raised eyebrows once again, because now Pete Davidson is currently dating Kim Kardashian. Had starred in a weird photo shoot for Paper Magazine in 2019, where he played the role of Ken, and Julia Fox dressed up as Barbie. Damn, these celebrities, it's like 360 of separation. I'm telling you. The photos, the photos generated a lot of interest online as started feeling like conspiracy theories around the bizarre Kim Kardashian, Pete Davis, Kanye West, Julia Fox romance scene. Until recently, Kanye, also known as Ye, vowed to reunite with his estranged wife Kim, and even purchased a home in her neighborhood. Y'all, the more you read, don't you be like, what? Or is it just me? No, because it's a lot. It really is. It's kind of weird. Hmm. And I don't, it's like, oh my gosh. It is weird. Okay, let me just put it like that. It is. In a 2021 recap episode of Julia Fox Forbidden Fruits podcast, she discusses at length Kim Kardashian with a host, Nikki. The episode released around the time of Kim and Kanye's divorce, and Fox notably said, "Can we talk about Kim and Kanye's divorce? Wait, can we talk about Kim and Pete, though?" She went on to reveal her inherent love for Kim, a show she religiously watched since it started in 2007. Yo, this is creepy. Fox even says she found her obsession with keeping up with the Kardashians embarrassing, but that she missed the show after it ended. A friend of Fox also secretly revealed that Fox and her squad had diligently looked up Kim and the Kardashian clan's popularity for years. Julia Fox is doper than Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West combined. She's a legitimate sorceress. Sorceress? The friend revealed after it was discovered how regularly Julia reposted Kim's Instagram stories. Given the latest revelations about Julia Fox and Kim Kardashian obsession, it does not seem unlikely that Fox would want to replicate Kim's. It doesn't seem unlikely that um, Julia wants to replicate all of Kim's fashion looks, like some clone. Um, that's a little bit much, don't you think? Hmm? This is a lot, y'all. Now, I don't know what you, but this is a lot. I mean, this is a lot. Like, Julia, what is the deal with you, mama? You is coming off like one certified, certified freak. It's like just article after article after article. Ever since they started dating, fans have been curious to know Julia Fox's response to Kanye West's pleas to get back together with Kim. Does she ever worry that the pair will reunite? Well, for now, it seems the uncut gem actress, 32, doesn't feel all too threatened about her beauty advances towards his estranged wife. Julia opened up about her natural and organic romance with Yeezy founder during an appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she revealed how the pair defines their relationship after a month of dating. "I call him my boyfriend and he calls me his girlfriend," Julia explained before noting that She's aware that the rapper may still have some residual feelings for his ex, who filed for divorce from Kanye in February after nearly 7 years of marriage. I'm sure there's still some residual feelings, and that's normal. It's human, Julia said of Kanye's lingering feelings for Kim, with whom he shares kids, North 8, Saint 6, Chicago 4, and Psalms 2. I also know that he's with me now, and that's all that matters. Later, the actress insisted that their relationship is the real deal, and time will tell. You'll just have to, wait around and see. Dinner called her daddy appearance. Julia also addressed rumors that she's channeling Kim Kardashian style with her romance with Kanye. And the actress acknowledged that while there are similarities, it's a testament to Kanye's influence rather than attempt to copy the keeping up with the Kardashian star. So in other words, she's allowing Yeezy to dress her. So during her call, she's gone on to say some other things. It was like we were on the Kanye workout plan. We got to work. We were like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this. If I'm gonna be seen with you, I need to step it up a bit. Okay. I definitely do need to be nudged a little bit and pushed out my comfort zone. And I love that because I don't think anyone has been able to succeed in that regards. Because I'm so stubborn and I'm going to wear the things that I'm comfortable in. According to Julia, the rapper wants me to be the best version of myself, which apparently sometimes mean looking an awful lot like Kim. We've worn similar looks. I thought it was cool that she had worn it. It is unfortunate because women are always being pitted against each other, and there are like 10 years of history that they had prior. I don't want to ever step out of line and speak on something I have no place speaking on. If anything, I think the conversation should be wow, it's amazing to see how heavily influenced Kim was by Kanye. Ooh, wait. Okay. You hear what she got to say? Ooh, wee. Let me go up in here. She got a lot to say. Hey, Raven. Chat, what it do? Hey, Ray, listening while I drive. Well, be safe, Woo Chow. Hey, Woo Chow. Hey, Bella Talk. Good evening, Carol. Good evening, everyone. Hi, how you doing? Hi, babe. Hey, Carol. You better be glad I'm driving. Oh, she want to be on the show. Oh, she want to be. Oh, she's yep a fanatic. Yes, like she seemed like she is utterly 100% obsessed. And the more you go into reading and learning and listening to the podcast and listening to different discussions that are being had about her, is the more you realize, oh, okay, you really are obsessed. Like she is. Like she's really 100% obsessed with this man. Mm, mm, mm. So, yeah, this is a lot. It really is. Like I just did not believe. Like I did not believe that this girl was. It's a lot. It really is. Um, I think she and Kanye will get along very much so well because they seem like they are all obsessed with the Kardashians. They do. It seems like she is. Julia Fox reacts to being pitted against Kim Kardashian and getting called a gold digger. Now, I don't think she's a gold digger because Honey got money. She ain't no gold digger. I don't think that's the case. So Julia Fox is leaving no stone unturned. Okay, this is more excerpts from the Call Her Daddy podcast thing. So since the two began dating, some fans have compared her date night style to to his ex, Kim Kardashian. And she said that's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, this girl is too much. She is just too much. I wish them luck, honestly I do, but they calling her a gold digger, but I don't think she a gold digger because honestly, she got money of her own. She don't need Kanye for some money. She don't. But I think she's a little, out to lunch. Maybe, just maybe, especially learning the fact that she was obsessed with Kim Kardashian all this time. That's really pretty telling. But I don't think she needs the money or anything like that. Keep in mind, this is a woman that hangs around Madonna. This is a woman who she got money. She's a model. She has money. When you look at her and her, like, you could see all her modeling gigs and different photo shoots that she's done. She is, who she reminds me of Elizabeth Hurley. She does. She absolutely reminds me of an Elizabeth Hurley. She got money. She is a little off. Yeah, she's a little off. She's a little what I call women. Certain women back in the day when I used to date women, there was a look in their eyes that they give me. I could just tell, and I look at them and I'm like, there is something about you that I like, and there's something that I just see. And I'm looking, I'm like, you are loop-de-looped. Loop-de-loop is the first sign of, yeah, you ain't wrapped too tight, baby girl. hmm Okay, so you can see her right here. Hope to God I don't see no pictures of her where she butt naked, but you can see her with, taking the. Don't she look like a Elizabeth Hurley? She do kind of remind me of Elizabeth Hurley in a way. Oh, I love anything with neon color to it. Okay, this blood thing enough so much. I don't know about that blood, but she kind of definitely does give me that vibe of Elizabeth Hurley. She's very beautiful. She's a beautiful woman, but I just think, look at her here with the weekend. She's there with the weekend right here. There she is with Adam Sandler. So she is, somebody who is very gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. She is. But she'll allow to lunch. So y'all, what do y'all think that she was a former dominatrix when she turned 16 or 17? She was a dominatrix, making $250 off of dudes in New York City. And like her obsession with the Kardashians, and that her and her friends religiously watched the Kardashians and everything that they did and stuff. Like, what do y'all think about all of this? That's a lot, ain't it? Oh boy, it definitely is a lot. So y'all give y'all thoughts on that. What is y'all a freak alleged? A freak allegedly. I agree with you. She definitely is coming off as freaky, freaky. All right, but I'm still. You know what you said? I'm scared for Kanye. Look, I'm scared for I'm scared for Julia. I'm scared for Julia. You scared for Kanye. Look, I'm scared for both of them because maybe both of them don't need to be together with each other. Seriously, this is too much. But y'all, I'm glad that y'all were here with me to share this tea and share y'all opinions. I really appreciate it. I do. But I ain't gonna take up no more of y'all time and nothing like that. I really ain't trying to. But I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And staying and commenting and everything on my live. Yay. And you know what? We gonna pray for Julia, and we gonna pray for Kanye, because both of these people going through something. You know what? But I'm not gonna front. Dominatrix usually are very um the dominatrix tend to be very level-headed people. So mm, I might have to say pray for Kanye. Pray for Kanye. Kanye gonna need some prayers, because dominatrix tend to be people that know what they want, like, very clear-headed. They know what they want in life, everything. So I don't know. I'm speaking for experience. So one of these days I'll sit around and I'll talk to you about my time of working as a professional dominatrix at a dungeon. It was good times, I tell you. Whew, you laughing. Carol, yes, have a great night. You too. I'll be back. I'm probably gonna make some videos and make them into premieres. Okay, I'm probably make the next video be about um the next video might be about Tasha K and how lucky her ass is getting on that plane. And what is she all of a sudden? What are they saying that Tasha K is now officially? Is she working for Fox News? Because that's what I'm hearing. Fox News. Is Tasha K working for Fox News? Anyway, I'll be back in a minute, y'all. I'll make it into a premiere so we could talk about it. But allegedly, that's what they're saying. Okay. Either which way, if I don't come back, I probably just drop some uploads, or make a few of them premieres. But I'll be back. Yes, pray for them both. You damn right. Yes, pray for them both. Okay. Hi, Carol. I appreciate the love and support that all of y'all give. Who child, Carol? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. Thanks. You said, I don't know. I don't know, but I love your hair color. I like your new hairstyle. Yeah, I got to go. I'll be back. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.